Hoje eu estou trazendo o Anand. Anand veio do Nepal. Ele veio como estudante para os Estados Unidos e a história dele é muito interessante. Por que eu estou trazendo o Anand, que está conversando em inglês comigo, para falar com um público que é brasileiro? Porque a história do Anand se reflete muito de vocês que me acompanham. Ele chega nos Estados Unidos como estudante, ele está fazendo mestrado na área de tecnologia da informação. E hoje ele já trabalha na área, ele trabalha mais especificamente com SAP, mas ele tem muito a compartilhar. Fica de olho, acompanha a energia e as lições aprendidas de um imigrante aqui nos Estados Unidos. Então, vamos lá para o vídeo. So, Anand, thank you for accepting being here today. So the idea is to have your story inspiring others, because we've been talking for some time. I told you that once, you have such a high energy that I'm 100% sure that you're going to inspire others on pursuing whatever you're going to share with us today. So guys, you are all in Brazil and then came to the US, and just very quick summary here, and then came to the US studying. We had a chance to connect after some time. Now he's working with SAP. And there are a lot of things that Anand can share with you now, today, that it's an immigrant journey. Regardless if you're Brazilian or your location, you're going to face very similar challenges, and you're going to get into a point that you're going to be conquering US just like his. So, Anand, thank you and for being here and welcome. So if you can introduce yourself to our Brazilian friends, that would be great.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. Okay. This is Anand. We're currently working as a SAP analytics and integration analyst at Mississippi from Nepal, place of mountain. If everybody knows about it, like the tallest mountain in the world, it's in Nepal. That's where I come from. So my country is between India and China. That's where I come. So let's get started and talk about me. Okay. Then I'll tell you when did my journey started. You want to hear from that?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I came to the United States on January 2024, 4th of January. I came here for my master's. I came to do master's in information system. Anyone watching on the other side, I just want to let you know that I can still recall that moment, like 1021, 1022. I was in a motorbike, and this was just a dream. Like, I just thought of one thing. Everything, this current, my job, everything comes aside. I just told myself, I want to do my master in the United States, and I'm making that happen, whatever it takes. A small line, I just had a small dream. Dreams started getting bigger once you started taking step ahead. Because whenever I stepped ahead, I saw next milestone, meeting Dan and lots of people. And then I saw, like, when you like your career and then you start meeting people, and then they set up the milestone, and then you start working in it. So I came to do my master's in information system at Lamar University. And it was in January. And then I can tell you, like, just to summarize everything before we get started so deep, I paid all my tuition fees, buy me graduate assistantship in my university, got myself an internship, and then got my full-time role on the day of my graduation work. So I think this is one of the biggest achievements I always talk about myself. Like, there are, like, when I started working, it's like a couple of 5-6 months, I get sad of, like, sometimes how my work has been, but I just close my eyes and try to remember the day I graduated, August 1, the walking offer in my hand, which I waited a lot, guys, I don't even say you guys, like, Dan could feel, lots of international students like me could feel like the hunger of getting internship, but the hunger of getting that full-time role when you work in your graduation, because after that day, either you're working out of this country or either you're going to make it something here. So that offer later and that day and that moment, I can never forget. So to start my journey, that's where I want you to start. Okay, this is what you're getting today. That's all.
Yeah. Let me go back on time. So you came to the US to study like information system. I got it. And you said that you were in Nepal, running your life, doing your stuff. So first, tell me what you used to do there and when and why you decided to come to the US. I mean, what's the reason that brought you here? And you can tell anything like a personal desire, or you wanted to study, or because you think you're going to have a brighter future here. So tell me.
Okay. With the last sentence about brighter future, trust me, it's all created by you. It's just you. You dream, you become. So let me say like this. Started my undergrad back in 2016. I was studying information management. So it it was like 5 years of undergrad. I was ongoing with it. As I was accomplishing my undergrad, so after undergrad, either you start working, either you want to do your like I was doing my work, but also there was a purpose like what you want to do on your masters. So back in Nepal, I had an opportunity of getting a master's in data science or MBA in IT. So which I didn't want it to do because like I wanted to major in like information management because that's I did my undergrad. So it's a simple purpose like whatever you do on undergrad, that's where you want to specialize on, right? But till this phase, I was just enjoying my life. Like I had my family, I was living the best life. Living as a student does that. But like after you step out of your tree login, when you pack it yourself, and then when you come to States, things change. But this side is like really different, but it is like so beautiful. I can still recall. It's like it's slow. I close my eyes, I can feel that moment. Like, but we need to prove ourselves for what you told. So you can tell anything, but to do it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Did you know anyone here before? Or did you talk to
No.
anyone?
Look, I'll tell you. So there's an Indian influencer I follow. His name is UDJ. So he's like he helps Indian as a student, like how to come here to United States, how you can start doing your masters, how you can get a graduate assistantship. So I was his follower since like 2018, 2019. So I saw him doing MIS, Management Information System, and how his career changed. I was following. So one thing you learn about me is like I follow people and I ask them. That's how I met them. Like I see, I just go and I raise my hand and oh, I have a question.
You know, that's one, sorry to interrupt you, but that's already an important lesson. Every time someone asks me, hey, how do I find a job in the US, or how do I get something? I keep insisting on networking, on creating connection. And that's exactly what you're saying now, because, you know, you can just remove silos, you can remove barriers that you don't even know that they exist still. So that's inside you. That's something that is part of you. And some of you guys that are watching us, you need to develop this as well. You need to work on yourself. You need to spend time. If you want, you can spend money to understand what's the best strategy to create real connections. Like Anand did the same with me. He reached out to me on LinkedIn. I think we started chatting and he asked me, hey, can we talk? And we started to talk. So it was all about his initiative. So whoever is watching this, you should follow the same, because at the end, when you open a LinkedIn job and you apply, on the other side, you're going to have a human being. It's people on the other side. So try connecting with the people, not only with the job description. Sorry to interrupt you, Anand.
I can tell you on this. There can be 100 no. We just need one yes guy to mentor us. So as I was following this guy, UDJ, and like I really love him because like I followed him since my undergrad. I've seen him growing, right? So what I used to do is like the time zone in US and the time zone in Nepal is opposite. It's like it's evening here, it's morning there. So he used to wake up like 4 or 5, and then he used to put up an Instagram story. I just used to message him on that time just to catch his attention, because my dream is there, but to get a message from him, to get a response from him for a guidance, I used to like, okay, I know you're gonna He's gonna wake up by 4 and he's gonna do his walk and he's gonna post a story. Let's catch up on that time. I used to do this often. And then okay, I started applying my masters, guys. So applying masters is like on US is like, okay, tuition fee are really expensive. You have to plan everything. How you gonna come? How you gonna pay your tuition fee? Because when you come here, there are millions of people like you who are standing with you. But everyone has one dream to get success. But everyone has their own goal too, like how they want to do it. So it's just about like we all are hungry, but like who is you need to if you want, you're gonna go and ask them. You can't sit settle down on a seat and then they'll okay, I'm doing my master and it's gonna come to you. No, it's not gonna come to you like that. I applied to many universities. I talked to one of the professor in Lamar University, and then how the thing starts is like because you need to come here, do your masters, and get assistantship, get your tuition fees paid off. That's why you can get your degree. Because you need to pay a big amount of money. Because like if you are coming from as an international student, you need to think about that. So I was trying to reach out to our professor, but how is the way? So these all ways are learned from the UD channel. So because I used to see his YouTube videos and then I used to follow him. So what was the strategy? The strategy is like when professor, there are like lots of profession in the university. So they publish research paper. And then what I used to do, I used to read the research paper and then I used to email them. I found it interesting. And then I used to like ask them a few questions based on those research so that he could pay attention on me. And then once I be here, I can work on his research paper and then I get assistance. That should be a way. So in this way, I was trying to reach out to lots of professors because like I graduated in 2021 and almost for like 1.5 years, I was like trying to reach out to professors so that somebody come on, see in my eyes and tell me, okay, I can give you an opportunity. It's like, sometimes it gets late, but trust me, it happens. It happens because my journey today, when you're going to hear it all, you'll feel like, yeah, it happened.
Yeah. So when you say you worked when you were in the university, is that the OPT, CPT stuff?
No, it's just about like a student can work on campus as a research assistant, the graduate assistant. So if any professor is doing an research paper, you can just act as a research assistant and then help them on that research paper. So you'll start doing all the stuff as a researcher will be doing. So he'll be guiding you through that research paper. Once you get that paper done, he's gonna take it and he's gonna publish that paper. But it is like you are studying your course, but you're also doing something extra. But that's paying your bill, right? Paying your bill.
So that would be my question. Do you get paid for that?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I got paid for that. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
got it.
getting paid $800 for that each month. And I'm not going to forget that because that professor paid me so much. It was like, still like, if anybody can go and ask him, like, oh, Anand, he's standing on that door all the time.
Yeah.
So still you don't give me the opportunity, I'll be standing on that door all day, every day.
You know, here's another lesson: to celebrate the small achievements.
Yeah.
Because if we only target, hey, when I'm done with my course or when I get a job, there's so many things that happens throughout the way that if you celebrate those small milestones, it's gonna make your day on the other side much easier, and you're gonna boost your energy.
Boost your energy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's how I got my research assistantship. And then I started my research. But before research, I can tell you everything. So when I came on January 2024, and then for a couple of months, I was trying to reach out to professors. So for my first job at my university was a tutor. So I was teaching undergrad student calculus 1 and calculus 2. I was good at maths on my undergrad, and then they had an opening, and I just applied, and they called me for an interview. And there. And I went there and it was like my tutor role. And I was like, do you want to do this? Like, yeah, I want. I was waiting. I was just waiting for any opportunity to start it because I wanted to pay my tuition fees by myself. So like, I didn't want it to reach out to my parents to ask for tuition fees. I just wanted, it was like, this all started with me, right? So if it's with me, so it should be on me. I need to take it however I can. I need to do that. That's what my goal. So But 3 months, I started doing a math tutor's work. And then I was reaching out to the dean of the department of my college of business. And then that's why I was telling you, I was on that door every day. And like Anand is always standing on that door. And I'm just asking for an opportunity all the time. And then he assigned me to one of the professor. And then he gave me a research assistant position. And then that lasted with me for 9 months. So I was working on that research paper. But what like what I can make this in one phase is like, if you have an intent to do, everyone gonna come and help you. See, Dan is talking to me today, right? Just because of my intention. If I want Pushit to be here, how would I come here, right? Because the day I met Dan, the way I expressed him, the way he saw my energy, it was like, okay, I got something. That's why people don't come to you. You just need to start. Just like, don't think like so many things. I'm this, I'm that. Like, I can't do this. Like, trust me, like I can still say myself, like I was in Nepal, I was questioning myself. Will this happen? It is just yesterday I can tell you. It is just yesterday I can tell you. I was just questioning myself. Will it happen? Can I do this? But it happened.
Yeah.
It happened. Because it's just intent. I want to do this.
As anything in life, right? Even if you are joining an interview call, it's 80% energy, 20% skills. Do you connect with the person on the other side?
Yeah.
Because they are looking for someone who is going to help them to resolve problems. Yes, they need someone with SAP knowledge, with Python knowledge, but above everything, they want someone that is going to come to the team, make the difference. So I know what you mean. And based on what you just said, was there any moment or moments here in the US that you paused and thought, maybe this not going to work?
I did. Okay. So I still can recall that moment. Like, so when I started applying my internship, I applied around like more than 2,000 internship. So I was in Lamar University STEM building. I can recall that incident so clearly. So I used to go on STEM building morning 7:23 was the first shuttle from my apartment to my university. I used to catch that first shuttle of 7:23, reach to university, be there till after 6 p.m. So 12, 11 hours I was there. When I was there, I was applying so much. It was happening. It's one more semester to graduate. And then it's almost close. I was walking with my friend because like the way, the energy I blew on me, my friends started following me because they were like, if nothing is, we just need to do this because to make things happen. But at least everyone telling me, oh, it's so tough to find an opportunity. Yes, yeah, it is tough. But I don't want to carry my bag and go on the airport and tell me I didn't try my best. I want to give it my all. So while walking back from the STEM building, I can remember, I was like, in that moment, I felt low, like, what's not happening? I was asking my friend, like, what's left? Is there anything left? Just got my certification, I'm applying, doing everything, getting ready for interview, reaching out people. What's not happening? I questioned myself. There are like lots of moments I felt low, questioned myself, is this for me? Is this what I wanted? But at the end, I just told myself this one thing. It started within me. It started by my one sentence. So either I make it happen, either I don't make it happen. It's on me. But I'm gonna do the best I can, the last I can, the more I can. I just need to do it. Do it because like I always told myself, if I give my all, I don't want to carry regret back. That's it. Even if I'm going back, I'm carrying my bag and I'm going. I don't want to carry that regret because like when I turn back, wish I could do a little more. But I don't want to feel that. So I was giving all those moments. I was like very low, and then all the people were around me who were like, "If you don't get it, nobody's gonna get it." Please do the same. That's the motivation for me.
Yeah. So in your class, did you have like more immigrants or more Americans?
A lot of immigrant, a lot of immigrant.
So
I always
did you feel supported by the locals, like Americans, or did you feel like in a different group in silos? How was your
okay.
cultural fit, I would say?
So trust me, the thing is like people are good, bad, everywhere. But trust me, when people know your intention, when people start talking to you, when you start talking to them, when you tell them your story, most of like everyone is a human. Come on, they must be speaking different language. They feel the same, right? So everyone started helping me because like at the first of the, like explaining it from the first, it might sound strange, but once start people knowing you, once you start talking to them, once they see your dedication, there were lots of people trying to help me. My shuttle driver of Lamar, I can never forget him in my life. He used to motivate me every day. He just used to say me one thing. I've seen lots of international students coming up here in this university, but you coming up every day at 7:23. That's like being like 18 months. You were like every day, same time, on point. And you're doing that every day. And he was like,
Where do you think your motivation comes from?
no, about this. I really don't know where the motivation comes. What's like,
Is it something that, I don't know, came from your education with your parents, or do you think it's just natural, like you were born with this?
you know, it's from my parents. I just, my parents. So, moreover, my dad, my brother grew me. So, whenever I talk about this, it's like, my brother left his study to help me consider my education. So every time I started look at my career, I just tell him, I'm not studying for myself. I'm studying for my brother too. So I need to put that 100% more before I'm scrolling down here. So that is always on my mind, and I tell every time I get tired, I like, he left everything, man, for you. You think you got tired? Tell myself, I know I can do it more, one more time.
Yeah. Maybe it's not just one answer, but definitely that's part of from where your motivation comes from.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just like many immigrants that comes to the US trying to follow the American dream, to help parents in other countries, to help
Exactly.
kids, wife, they come here, they study and they work, so they build their whole life to help others. I think there is no better motivation. Like my motivation is to provide to my family.
Yeah.
So it's not about me. Yeah, I mean, I work at SAP, I do my job, and that provides to my family. But what I'm doing here, it also, yeah, I mean, I cannot lie. It also helps me financially. But for me, it's much more about what we are creating here. It's what we are helping others to pursue the same dream. And I can tell you, if I spend 5 years doing that, and I help just one,
Yeah.
the bill is paid. I don't care. That's already enough.
That's the thing.
And I'm seeing that we are doing way more than one. I mean, I lost count of people that we know together that got her job at SAP, and people that we know in common that are pursuing their dreams. And I think that's my guess to
Yeah.
keep moving on.
My success, Mamta, everyone, that's just, we just connected. You just started
Yeah.
pushing all of us, right? It's our success is your success too. Because it's just about that WhatsApp chat we all have, and we all feel, okay, we need to do.
Question to you. So when did SAP came to your life, and why did you reach out to me on LinkedIn?
I'll tell you. So as I came to Lamar University is a SAP Alliance University. So, like, you'll get all the courses of SAP, like ERP configuration, supply chain management on SAP. And there was, on summer of 2024, there is a, like, each summer, Lamar University offers you SAP PS14 Business Process Integration certification. And then, like, there were around like 40 students enrolled in it. And everyone used to say, oh, it's really tough, really tough. Really tough. Nobody used to get it. And you know that me, you know me. I was like, if it's tough, I'm just walking on that way. I'm just walking on that way.
No.
I can still see you like my certification day, the level of dedication I kept in that certification. When you like 180 minutes exam, that certification exam, I did in 25 minutes. So if I did in 25 minutes, how crazy I was. I was just saying question and this is the answer. I was just doing that.
How crazy you are. 25 minutes. I would probably need more than 180 minutes.
I wasn't even thinking. I was like, I so wanted because like in summer of 2024, we all enrolled in it, and then everyone started failing. Like nobody passed it. Yeah. Like everyone failed it. Like around like 20 students gave it, and everyone started failing it. And then one of the professor failed it, and then he gave it again, and then he passed it. Now he told me, really, you need to think. But in that entire my internship applying and my study schedules, my friends used to like, even if you see me on the balcony, like on my apartment, you see me looking at upstairs, I'm studying. My friend is he's studying, not disturbing, because I'm recalling all the answers in my mind. I used to study all day and I used to recall on my mind. And then it took me 8 months, like from summer to December 28th, I gave the exam. And then December 31st was if I don't give my exam, it's going to expire. Okay. So December 28th, I took time and let's do this. I went on my certification exam and then started my exam. And then, so I had my old laptop at that time. I didn't buy any new laptop. I wanted to buy, I didn't buy because I just celebrate moment when I get success. And then I just buy something for myself. I don't do that. Like so on my old laptop, I was giving my certification exam. And then it started like it was for 180 minutes. And I was like, everyone failed it. I need to pass this. I just told my professor, like, I'm gonna get this. Or whatever it takes. If somebody has ever passed it, this time I'm gonna do this. Whatever it takes. I went for that and like I gave it so quick. I didn't realize that. Then now after my examination, when I checked like time, then I realized I kept it quick. Because like for me, I was just reading question and like, okay, this is the answer for this, this is the answer for this. I just like, okay, I'm done. And then still I go back and check. No, I just submitted and then I just see my score. Okay, am I passed? Yeah, I'm passed. I didn't knew time till that time. Okay. I then went outside. I still my friend. Oh, I heard passed. And then I got so telling how quick you did. And then I went back and I see and I was like, 25 minutes I did for 80 minutes exam. I did for 25 minutes. And I was like, okay, that's something I need to think about. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's where
And
like, yeah.
and here's something I would like you to share with whoever is watching this, with the students. Did you paid for your certification to go through all of the trainings?
Yeah. So it was like, okay, 350 was my university fee for the certification course. And then it was 180 for my certification exam, I remember. And then it was in total $500. And now the behind story, the $500 was given by my brother. So it was given by my brother. I'm not gonna leave a penny out of it. I'm gonna take it back.
You tell him one day you're gonna pay him off everything that he sponsored you.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not giving that $500 away. I have to bring that back home anyhow. Like I just did it.
So Danny, you went to the training, you apply your own strategy to learn, maybe memorize most of the content. My strategy to memorize, everyone has their own strategy. My strategy was, and I got certified only in 2005, but then I got certified in 2016 again for success factors. And my strategy was, I go through all of the content and I start writing questions down, questions and answers. And at some point, I have like 80, 100 questions and all of the answers. And I started going through, okay, question number 1, I got right. And I go all the way. If I fail question 22, I restart all over again. And I go.
Oh, yeah.
And at some point, I go through all of the 100 questions. I get it right.
Yeah.
Then I book my exam.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Because that's what I used to do. Like I used to write on my sticky notes. And I used to paste it everywhere around. Like, okay, this is this, this is this. That's I study like a mess, but like I just make it happen. But I just make it happen. I just
Because
mess it all around.
you need to memorize, right? It's a test, and you have alternatives, so you need to memorize as much as you can.
That's what I think. Like on the certification exam, like when you have a question and there is only one option, it is easy to remember. but there is like multiple option answers. Now you need to now you need to act really smart, because like that's where the tough part is. But one question with one answer is easy, you can
Yeah,
memorize in your mind, but like you have to,
it's tricky.
multiple answers.
So then you learned whatever you had to learn about SAP to pass the exam. You got a
Mhm.
certification. What happened after that?
Okay, but behind the background, what I did was like I made a decision of this. Like when you're an information management student, you need to think about what core area you want to go. Like lots of students didn't choose SAP when I was graduating. Like somebody went for business analyst, somebody went for Salesforce. Like there was a multiple career line, right? But before I started my career, I always had a question like what I want to do. I was unknown about that answer. I was just like, let me step a ladder more, and then I'll try to figure out. But when I came here for my master's, and then when I started my first semester, and I knew this about SAP certification and how the course is like, okay, not lots of students were enrolling in that certification. Nobody was trying to do it, and I was like, if you go to the tough way, you'll find success. I always feel in that way. So what I did in the background, I started taking my all courses on ERP configuration that was on SAP, ERP overview that was also on SAP. I was just trying to get all my subject in SAP so that I can have more exposure. Because you can get certification studying, right? But to learn the system, you need to be in that course. So all my system, all my subjects was on SAP. What I did, that's why like I was trying to make my major on SAP. It's like that's what my mindset was like. Once I graduate, I get my certification, I graduate, I start working, I'll be in that interface, but I need to know that interface. And when you come into a city Alliance University and you start choosing multiple subjects, like you are going to Salesforce, you're going into data analytics, but you have to have your core mindset, like, okay, I graduate, what's my end goal? So pick your subjects like that so that you can, okay, you are driving the same motion when you are going through it. So I started taking all my subjects on SAP, and that's how, like, I think that's what, because when you start working, it's like you are working on a system. It's not a multiple choice certification exam. It was like, it's not like that. It's like in the system. You want to work on the system. You
It's
want
real
to know
life.
that. Yeah. What is impossible? What is positive regulation? What are the T codes? It's like, it's just going to come one by one. But it's like, that will give you by certification. But to learn that system, you need to be in the course. So anybody who's coming here for their master's, please decide what career plan. Please make a decision that I always tell you it's never late. It's never late. I do understand that it's never late, but to just to be like if you're an international student, come on, I need to think, make a one quick decision, make a strong decision on that. And if you are holding on that, hold it so hold it in a way like we're not giving up. We're not giving up.
Before you had SAP in mind, did you have any other plans, like, and you changed plans? What did you had in mind? Because you're saying, hey, have a plan. So did
Yeah.
you had a plan before SAP? What you're planning to do and why you got into SAP? I got it that your university was using the system, but did you had any idea on how a big how SAP is a how a big player is SAP in the market before you did that?
Yeah. Okay. So when we think about this American dream, it's so good, right? It feels like we're just walking to another door and it's the beautiful moment, right? But it doesn't happen like that. Like we come with multiple thoughts in our mind. Like I was thinking, I'll be a business analyst, be walking like that. But even like when you select one core area, there are multiple softwares inside it. It's, and then when I met my professor, Lee Simmons, who was teaching SAP at my university, that's where she's the one who introduced me to SAP. And when I saw SAP, it's such a big world, like come from a country, like I didn't see SAP there. Like if you go to India, you can see like lots of SAP consulting, but in Nepal, like there is only, till I know, there is only Nepal Oil Corporation that uses SAP. No other organization uses SAP. So I didn't have any exposure of SAP. I knew like Tableau, Power BI, I knew Python, I knew HTML. That was all my undergrad learnings. I knew that how to create a website, but what is SAP? I was unknown about it. And that's where when you come for your masters, we have like lots of thinking what we can do, but we even have experience where we are working, but somebody staying in Brazil might be working their job. They just need to come here, specialize in something or specialize on similar things they are working on right now. You start their career. Like I had my dream, like I want to be a business analyst or a data analyst. It's gonna be quick and easy American dream, but it's not. It's not. It's not. Trust me, it's not.
Yeah. And to now, you got verified. How did you find the job? So tell us exactly what do you do and how did you find the job? Because I'm sorry, because that's one of the biggest challenges and maybe concerns of those who are studying here. How they're going to find a job if if they are just finishing their courses or they are leaving university. How did you create the opportunity?
Okay, I'll tell you. The one thing I knew about US market is like faster you apply, the quick you apply, the early you apply, the early you apply. Let me phrase it like this: the early you apply, because I didn't knew then what is a perfect application. I didn't knew that. What is a perfect resume? I didn't knew that. It just came by time. I started learning one of my, because once you start getting rejection, then you see, okay, your resume is not good. So you start seeing the job description matching your resume, start applying. That's how it starts, right? So, but one thing I knew is like people used to apply once they land, they start applying internship. But like when I landed here, and I was like, how can I apply this? I don't know anything. I not started my course. Like I don't know what what's career field I'm gonna go on. Like I didn't have a decisions of that. That's where I decided of very quick decisions. Okay, if I'm going on SAP, if I'm going for like business analyst, let's make a quick decision on that, select your subjects related to that, and then start applying. Because like I knew like full time is not gonna come once you graduate. Because I knew one thing, I need to secure an internship. An internship will give me an exposure to the market, to the job, and then let me convert it to the full time. Because I never thought about a full-time role. I just thought about I need to get an internship. I need to get an internship. How do I get an internship? So the platform that I used was LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor. But my biggest hits were LinkedIn and Indeed. But applying is just like you just go source there, apply the job. That's fine. That's good away, right? But there are multiple strategies we need to follow, like reaching out to people. I reached out like all like I can remember. Okay, while I was going to all had a coffee chat with one of my first coffee chat I can remember was Lee Chappell. He was a digital. Let me he's in my system right now. I just tell you, he was the director of SAP Digital Solution Advisory, and I really want to keep his name so that because like he was the first guy I talked to, Lee Chappell. So he gave me okay, I'm gonna set up some 20 minutes of time so that I can give you some guidance. And then I went to him, spoke to him, just asked him how to get an SAP internship. Then he tells me, I mean, that's the SAP internship is one of the toughest thing to get. What I can suggest you start, like as you're studying SAP, what would be the best? Like try to look for vendor company. Because that's where you can secure. This is the one thing Dan showed me too. Dan guided me a site where we can look all the vendors of SAP so that we can just go to their website and apply. This was one strategy. But to reach out to people. Reaching out to people would be directors, managers, hiring manager, because that's they're gonna set up you an interview. So as an internship, I started internship. I applied like 15 to 1600 internship. And it was first 5 6 months I was not getting any response, and I was like, does that happen too? Like, is it happening or like it's just like just I'm applying for randomly? And then I just kept that flow. I just did. I'm not gonna stop this. I'm gonna apply because it's not taking anything. I'm learning, I'm applying, I'm studying. This let's keep these 3 phases of my day. So it's then gradually interviews started coming up. I just used to get a recruiter call. I don't know how to speak to them. But we are not prepared for it. We just want to apply internship. And then on internship, if I get an internship, I will get that exposure and then it will begin with it. But there's like once the interview comes, you need to be ready for a recruiter call. Then things go to the manager. That's how it starts. So started getting recruiter call, and that was the lesson. That's why I tell you, it's a journey. You start applying, you start getting rejected, you start getting called. You learn from them what they are asking because they ask and they go. You come back, stay on your table. Okay, what they are asking, prepare your answer. Go then next day, you get another recruiter call, tackle it. Keep doing that. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, I do not happen. That's not happening. No, don't do that. Keep doing that flow. It happens gradually. It happens. On the live example of it, it
Yeah.
just happens by time.
Because there are so many things that can be happening on the other side with a hiring company. Maybe they already had someone aligned.
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking on freezing the position. They're going to hire in the future. So if we start to get this personal, like, hey, it's problem is with me. I don't have the skills, or they don't like me. I mean, it might be that case, honestly. We know, but it might not be. So I got your point. Like, when I came to the US, when I was in Ireland, I was at SAP and I was just trying an internal move. I applied to 40 positions. I went through probably 10 interview processes. None of them worked. None. Zero. And I was in a point that I was about to leave SAP. I got an offer to relocate to Portugal and work with a vendor. They offer me a very good salary in Portugal. Portugal has a low living cost, so I could stay there. But then I started to do something like what you did. I started to reaching out to people. So I found some names here in the US from departments that I knew it. They were needing people with my skills. And they had money. So also when you do a job search, if you want to get big money, you go big for consulting firms. In my case, I went internal at SAP and I found some areas that I think they would have budget to relocate. And I started putting time on their calendars. Like, can we have a one-on-one? I would like to know more about your business. And one guy, which I still remember his name, and every year on the day he offered me the job, it's been 10 years now that I'm here in the US. 2026, it's my 10th year in the US. Every day, I think was August 20 something, it was when I got the offer. So every day on that day, I text him. Say, 1 day more, 1 year more, thank you, I remember you. It's just something personal. I think it's cool doing that. It shows how grateful I am because he opened the door. When you get the job, like you got the job, now it's with you. And we already talked about this. Hey, what's the next steps? But you got your door open. No one opened the door to you. You opened the door. You kicked the door.
I always believe this thing. Like every time we question ourselves, like, oh, it's not happening. It happened. You are here. That happened. The biggest outcome. If we are stepping here, we achieved a lot. Because we're there on the other side. We didn't knew we'll be here. Today we are here, and now we are thinking it's not happening. It's gonna happen. Just hold on. Don't just think about it's not happening. It's like if you are here, you made half of your way. Come on, just think about that. It's just one door ahead.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal. That's why I keep my mindset is like, oh, I came far. Like I was a few steps away. Some people might tell you, oh, can't happen. You can't. So many cards I made so I am standing here. So if I can do this in this age, I can do 10 times more. Then it's like I can do it anytime. Just believe in you. Like you are the one. You are doing it. Nobody gonna do for you. You're gonna do for you. Just believe in that. We are stepping it.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, it's not that we are coaches here. Like, I think you don't like to do that. I don't like to say what people need to do, but I think we give our experience and we share what worked with us. So having this mindset like that you're gonna get there, it does magic on your results. Because then you don't get stuck just because you get an offer denied, or maybe you don't have money to come to the US right now, but maybe it gives a chance to look into the future. So when people are trying to come to the US, so is your job in high demand here? Whatever you want to do you have market here in the US? So every hard lesson that we get can become a different result. Like you can make it happen. Right? You can turn a bad news into good news depending on your mindset, like yours.
It just starts with you. That's why I said it just starts with you. You just need to think like there are not opportunities. Okay, let me hang on there for a while and let's see. Opportunities are created. Opportunities are created. That's what I did. Everyone said like it's tough to the job market is so tough. The job market is so tough. Okay, it's tough. Then come on, let's try the best and see if it's really tough. If it's not happening, because like before me, millions of students came. They made it happen. But why not me? Just think that like I just need one job. Just think in that mindset. Like okay, they did it. I can do it because I just need one yes. One company. Okay, we are giving you an opportunity. That's it. If I need one out of thousand, like why can't I make it happen for you?
Yeah. Yeah. If I can ask you, can you enumerate like one or two lessons learned of things you did that didn't work when you were trying to find the job, or people around you, things that they did and it didn't work?
Okay. So cold emailing didn't work for me. People told me like if you start cold emailing everyone, it might work. So this is one of like when you are done LinkedIn, you start asking everyone, you ask your seniors like how things work out for you. Somebody told me start emailing me like hiring manager, recruiter. But mine for me was like when I was started cold emailing directors, managers, I wasn't getting response. And I was doing a lot of emailing for the time. And what I thought to let's keep it professional. I thought like let's stop emailing, let's be on LinkedIn, just send them connection message. Can we have a conversation? If they respond you back, let's lock in them, set up some time in the weekend. So, because what I used to try to do in my early time when I was started applying job was like try to talk to at least one senior people on your weekend so that he can give you guidance. Trust me, nobody will open doors for you. People will just share you their journey. You need to hear somebody first. You can go and tell them, oh, I want a job. Everybody wants a job. But your cause, your intention should be first hear them, hear your journey, and just ask them, how can I do it for myself? You did it for yourself. How can I do for myself? Don't ask for the opportunity. If there is any opportunity on their company, if you are having one conversation, have twice conversation. In the third conversation, ask them, there was any role, will you be interested to refer me? Because now he knows you. We all are human, but we need to interact. We need to make that conversation so that they know you. Why would somebody randomly refer me if they don't know me? For what intention they will do that? They won't do that. Because people want to refer somebody that they think like, okay, he might work out, he might do that. So it's not just you, if they are referring you, it's like they are referring themselves too, because it's like that referral carries their ethics, their work pattern, right? So every referral matters. So I think like that.
That's good. Thank you for sharing. So just to close out, we are almost here for an hour, and we could stay here still for 1 hour more. I know that. So one piece of advice for someone that is still abroad, maybe considering to come to the US, what would you tell them? Like one piece of advice that worked with you, and I think it's important for them to hear from you.
Okay, one piece of advice, everyone, like it's gonna be in a list, but I will just tell you some things like listen everyone, take your goal, start making a list, what the things you need to do. When you wanna come abroad, what are the things you need to, because like you can't tell you need to come next month and you're gonna come up, there's a list of activity you need to do. And you're gonna make your plan. Everything you need, your English test, you're applying to university, you're reaching out to professor. It is a journey. Today you are making a decision, make a list of activity that you want to do for every day. I'm doing it. And it does happen. It won't happen by tomorrow, but I can tell you, when you start following that list of activities, start going to YouTube, see the influences like how people have come up to US. There are lots of people who are sharing their US journey. How did they come as an international student? How did they start their career? What are the things? How can you make your applications good? Like when you apply to university, you need a good letter of recommendation by your undergrad professor. What would be your English test? What would be a good English test? What would be your GRE score? Because before coming to a university, it's like you need to present to university what are you going to bring, so that they're gonna tell, okay, you can be a good student for us. Then they're gonna offer you an I-20 before you come here. So be that one character. I just tell you like, okay, I just came here to do my master's. No, from 2016, and building that. You can be on that other side and then tell, okay, I want to do that. But trust me, nobody is late. Even if you're late, you can do this. Just believe in yourself. Make a plan, start working out. It's eventually going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen. So just with that one slogan, it's like, if you are somebody who is in undergrad, first semester, second semester, I just tell you, just do your job. Study well, focus, make your dream plan. Okay, these are the things I need to achieve, and working on it slowly by slowly. But even if you are late, like if somebody has graduated and now they want to go apply for masters, never late. Just 7 to 8 months, make your plan, start doing that. It's just going to happen. But it should be all your environment. Like you need to make that everything around you. You need to do everything perfectly aligned, because your scores, your undergrad score, everything should be perfect when you apply for a university for your master's score. They want the best. That's the thing.
All right. I love that. And then thank you so much for sharing your story here. Again, the whole idea is to inspire others. And thanks to my journey here, I had a chance to meet so many good friends and colleagues. And you are one of them, because I think we sync on the energy and how we want to help others. So if there was one name I would invite to join this, it's going to be you. I told you I have one or two more that I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I expect this to really help Brazilians or whoever is working abroad to pursue their dreams, and do not give up just because something bad happened. Because as they say, S happens, and we just need to overcome and do the best we can with the problems we have. So thank you so much, and then for joining.
Or how much for getting part of this. Just tell you one thing, as you last ended, the obstacle is a journey for tomorrow. So whatever situation you are in, you want to just tell you something can happen. If it happened with me, it's gonna happen with everyone. This is the same line I used to see somebody telling to me, and now I like, it does happen. And I just tell you, it's just happen.
And one day we all gonna laugh about whatever happened to you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Anand. You take care.